Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, the Baker Street Irregulars. Now this is the fourth in, currently kind of the fourth in the series. There is a fifth one, which is, I've already reviewed, Bureau Investigation. I've played all the others apart from Colton House, which is the third in the series. The Baker Street Irregulars, as you can see, it's another set of designers. We have Dave Neal, who you've seen on my other videos, and Gary Grady and Suzanne Goldberg. I think I've done the design and he's done the writing, but it might be the way around. So in this game, you are going to have a piece of player aid. I've printed mine off. It is not any kind of spoilers. It's just where I'm up to. So if you want to take a pause of that, you can see how I got on compared to everyone else. Inside, you're going to have a number of cases and you're going to have a newspaper, very similar to all the other consulting detectives. And the best thing about this is sitting down and going, I'm going to read the newspaper today. And in this newspaper, you're going to see, okay, what's of interest, what's these annotations going on, anything you might find. So it's very, very fun from that perspective. You also have a directory. You might find someone called, I don't know, Charlie Maxwell. I have no idea if that even exists in here, but let's just have a look. Under here, you're going to see if someone exists. They might exist, they might not, which means you might need to check the newspaper. They might advertise someone called Charlie Maxwell Polishing Services or whatever. But they also might be, I don't know, a chef, and it may be under Maxwell's. So you might want to find the restaurant location and find their grid location, 16 EC, etc. Because in here, you are going to have some lovely illustrations, which is illustrated throughout the whole book. And over here, you can see the locations of London, which, as you can see, I haven't fully zoomed out. I'm trying to maintain a bit of quality of the imagery going on here. But as you can see, we have London. This is very similar to all the other case books as well. And as you mentioned EC, there might be something called 16 EC somewhere. They don't always exist, but as you can see, 16 EC is here, and it is something you might want to check out. It might say something like, oh, they've gone down Victoria Street, and therefore, and you know it's like number 12. Well, we can see it's Victoria Street here. We know Victoria Street's EC, so you type in 12 EC, and I'll say type, I'll show you what I mean in a second. So you can go through various cases, and 12 EC might mean you then look into this book and you go to EC and you see the respective location and you read it. If it's not there, you might be losing out some points, and that pretty much covers off what you're looking to do. There's going to be a case to solve. So at the very beginning of this, you are going to read something and it's going to tell you, oh, someone's gone missing, try and find them. So in this case, it's going to give you some red text, and then you're going to start playing. Once you have believed you have solved it, then you're then going to go to the back of the book. So you're going to flip this over. Lovely little envelope here, which you're going to reveal. As you can see, it's for case 6 down here. And then you're going to read this out and see how well you did. You can get points for various things you did. There are also various questions that you need to answer before you obviously look into the envelope. But you do not look at these questions until you think you have found what you need. Otherwise, I think it's unfair. Once you've done that, you've then got a solution and find out how Holmes got on with it, how many clues, how many locations he needed to go to, and see whether or not you beat Holmes. Now, I might put it in my comments or the description in YouTube. Of course, if you're watching elsewhere, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. However, I have beaten him once. I think it was case, in this particular, I've beaten in one other case, but it was really Alex who did it for me, I always said. In one other case, I think I did manage to beat him in this one. I've got a score of 85 in one case, minus 85, minus 100, 25 points, 65 points, 23 points, 65 points, all kinds of different values. So, all over the place in this particular one. I found there was a typo in the first case, and that was about it. Apart from that, I did find it very enjoyable, and I do recommend it. This is a bit strange. We have Sherlock upside down here, and yet it's 4 here. Like I said, it's a 4th in the series, and I'm not sure why that is upside down. The last case I thought would be nice and short, because the very first one, which one Spiel's Yards, happened to actually involve all these, I guess, newspapers rolling together, and the downside of that is it takes a very long time to discover anything because you're going through all those newspapers. In this one, it's only newspapers 5 through to 9, and I thought, oh, great, a nice and short one for the final one. Not the case. It took 10 hours to do that final case, which was obviously very time-consuming, as you might imagine. You also have a player aid. You also have various other key characters. So we have, obviously, London Carriages. We have Lestrade at Scotland Yard. We have Sherlock Holmes. You can visit him too. Sometimes he's home and might help you out. We have the criminologist, medical examiner, Lomax, the librarian, National Archives, Langdale Pike, the social columnists, and also Porky Schimmel from the pub. All these people you recognise, and a few others. Of course, we are representing the Irregulars, and we are going out and kind of representing Holmes and trying to figure stuff out. Check out the Animals of Baker Street for my other videos for, I guess, Dave Neal, amongst other things. And I hope I haven't rushed through this too quickly. I'm just trying to keep it spoiler-free. So please do slow it down and watch it again if that was an issue for you. But thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I look forward to speaking to you on the next one. Tricky one to explain this one without spoiling it. So hopefully you found it of interest, you get the premise. And of course, once you've played it, you're more than welcome to, of course, sell it on. Or in some cases, you will forget stuff and you want to play it again. I found sometimes it was a bit tenuous to figure out some stuff, and I know others agree. Different cases, but people say, as an example, if there's a juggler in town, assume that they can jump through a window, that kind of stuff. But again, nice artwork, it was immersive. Most cases do take about 2.5 to 3 hours. Best solo, or maybe as a 2. I did play the first case as a 2, but from then on played it solo. And yeah, very nice, time consuming, enjoyable passion. Thanks for watching, enjoy this game, back to the table.